automatically leave and say he's coming back but never come back. These tragic events that take place on top of the identity crisis we're already facing. We go into this hiding place. That's our first go-to, is to hide. And this wasn't unfamiliar to God. And it will never be. Let's check out our big sis. I call her big sis. Our big mama, Eve. So we turn to Genesis a little bit further. Genesis 3, chapter 6. So we turn to Genesis 3, chapter 6. Now, to set a little backstory of this context, this was when the enemy tempted Adam and Eve, right, to eat the fruit of the tree. The serpent tested what they knew versus what they felt in their heart, like what they were curious about up in their hearts. So, in chapter number 6, it says, the woman was convinced. She saw that the tree was beautiful and delicious, and she wanted the wisdom it would give her. So she took some of the fruit and ate it. Then she gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it too. 7 goes on to say, at that moment, their eyes were open, and they suddenly felt shame at their nakedness. So they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. What did they do? They automatically went into hiding. Somebody say hiding. They were deceived by what they knew in their minds, and like I said, curious because of what was in their hearts. So you see, our minds play tricks on us. Our minds play tricks on us. I used to be a fan of the saying, you transform your mind, your life by your mind, right? Which is true, because it's in the scriptures. However, God transforms us by our mind from working on our hearts. It's what's in us. That's why Proverbs 4:23 says, guard your heart above all else. Come on. Guard your heart. For it determines the course of your life. Guard your heart. Guard your heart. So as I was studying, I looked up the word identity. I know, most of y'all scholars, y'all got degrees and stuff, so y'all know me, right? But the definition I found on Google, it says, identity is the fact of being who or what a person is, or a person or thing is. And then I also compared it to the word image, and I looked up that word. The definition of image is a representation of the external form of a person or thing. The Hebrew word image is salam, which means shape, resemblance, figure, and shadow. Our image is something everyone else can see, and our identity is who we are with Him. So if God created us in His image, we reflect something of His nature, something of His character to the rest of the creation. So if we are showing up in this world and people are not able to see us as an image of God, then we lost the whole thing. We lost the whole sight. When Jesus came down here on earth, Jesus showed us how to show up in God's image. When people came up to Jesus, they automatically felt the Spirit. They automatically saw the light. When He opened His mouth, they saw or heard the wisdom. This was our example, y'all. But somewhere around the ropes, with all of this sin and all of these hidden identities and this persona that we have wrapped ourselves up in, and clothes and shoes and hairdos and makeup and surgery and all of these other things that the world has placed on us, all of these other things that social media has placed on us, somewhere around who we really are.